What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your baby J Jack in the building. My baby Jeff in the building. This sports talk, Thawed sports talk. Salute to you. What up with you, Jeff? What's going on, bro?
Man, some of everything, man. The election just passed. Uh,
Man,
you know, but everything gonna be everything. The election passed. Our Lions killing the league, so I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, yeah,
Pistons looking like they got a pulse. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling all right.
yeah. I loving to see the Pistons with a pulse, some kind of pulse. So that's good. Then they can build on that. But the main thing you said on there is the election is over.
Uh,
Man, I think that's probably why. I don't know. I just got tired of reading stuff. Maybe I don't know. I had to go on a break. I was like, man. So now I guess I feel all right.
man, yeah, we got so many text messages, man. Like, how they get my number, man?
For
Like,
real.
they was coming in, man. Like, oh my god, like all day. Like for the
Yeah.
last couple weeks, it's like they ramped it up. Like, we gotta get them. So they ramped it up, man.
Yeah.
I ain't no exaggeration. Probably about 30 messages a day. Like
30
just
messages for what?
just oh man, the election is coming. Uh,
Oh,
Donate to this campaign.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Keep you
all
posted.
and the dirty ads, you know what I'm saying? All that
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, man. The mud slinging.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, it's one of the, I mean, every election show you America, though, but this one really showed America. I mean, you had assassin attempts, lying, uh, cheating, stealing, thuggery. Like everything was out there. It was like everything that 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 you don't want your young kids to think America about. Shit, it was out there with Trump and Kamala. I ain't gonna lie. It was a vicious one. I don't know what else you can say, but yeah, luckily it wasn't murder in it, but I mean, you had murder attempts. It was everything going on.
Yeah. I mean, elections, send a clear message. And I think, without going into it too deep, we got a clear message.
Oh yeah. Clear messages. There's a lot of messages. It's a vicious game. I always say everybody always talk about the streets and the violent or whatever, and they want to put black people this, black people that. Man, the most vicious things you can probably get into is religious wars and politics, political wars. I mean,
Yeah.
that's when it gets vicious, and it can be you can say the wrong thing and you cancel. Or
Man.
you got whole crews coming at you.
Right. It's vicious. And there's so much money. That's why. I mean,
So much
they
money,
spend
yeah.
billions of dollars on these campaigns. So you getting hit from every angle. You know what I'm saying? I'm complaining about the text, but my mailbox was stupid full too. Like, man, like we killing all kind of trees.
Yeah,
Man, make you not want to go to the mailbox. I know I got to, but man, it was
yeah,
so you got to wade through all that stuff just to get to what you need. Like, man,
yeah. That's wild. You know what I mean? That's
man,
wild. So I know Michigan especially, it ramped it up because that was a real key state. So they probably was really on it.
oh man, they were killing it. They were killing it, man.
Yeah.
From every angle, like you couldn't watch anything. Like, you
Mhm.
turn on whatever channel. Like, as soon as some commercials come, it was like doomsday. Like Donald
Yeah.
Trump, like dang man, Kamala
Yeah.
Harris. She doesn't care about you. Like, it was just crazy,
Paid
man.
for by Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it was something vicious. It was something vicious. I sometimes you get tired of it, but it's every 4 years. So I guess, then you go on Twitter. I was going on Twitter a lot, and it'd be like vicious wars on Twitter. It's like the women hate, the men hate, the black hate, the white hate, it was all kinds of hate. It's like, hey, they talk about how this brings together the country. I wasn't seeing it.
nah, it ain't bring nobody together. You
Yeah.
brought people together that was on the same team. Like, You was on Team
Yeah, that's
Trump,
it.
brought them together. You
Yeah,
was
that's
on the
it.
other team, brought them together. It wasn't no bringing nobody together. That
Yeah,
was on
yeah,
the
I
opposite team.
definitely agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's that politics a whole ideology game. So any type of game is everybody want to win. So I guess they felt like they won. No matter how much mud you sling, you just want to win. So red
Yeah,
versus blue.
pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, the red won. I guess.
One big. One
Yeah,
big. Across the board,
yeah,
man. Look like they gonna have control of every branch. So
yeah. But in a way, I mean, the Democrats can look at it one way or the other. However, they want to look at it in their strategy, because it's always strategies. But uh, only way it could be bad for them is if everything run good. If it one reason the Democrats did come out good in the last couple of years, especially with Obama being able to be president, was shit. Bush fucked up. When George W. Bush was in office from 2000 to 2008, I think it was. See, we went through a lot. 2007, everybody's losing jobs, going everywhere. The Republicans was looking like in shambles. That was a
mhm,
perfect end for the Democrats. So that's the only thing they can. We don't want that. They don't want that, but that's the only way they can push on if the Republicans take office of everything like they got and they don't do nothing they talking about.
right. Yeah. I mean, and at this point, you know what I'm saying, it's out of their control. To me, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they got to
Like,
let the Republicans mess up.
yeah, I mean, shit, they can't do nothing about it no way. You just spectator now. But, the thing about it is, to me, I think, it's a bigger message for them to, kind of look inside. Like, who are we? Because, you know, I don't think that, and we've been dealing with this probably since '94 when the Democratic Party really changed. Um, you know, they tried to be more Republican than Republicans. Get more
Yeah,
tougher on crime and this and that. Like, what I'm saying? Like you gotten away from working people. You know what I'm saying? Like
hmm
that's the reckoning that they have to have. Internally. Like we ain't who we say we are no more. Like
yeah.
we go back to that, or because right now to me, what I'm saying, they're more elitist, they're more corporate. You know what I'm saying?
But
Uh,
a lot of that came with um, how you want to say when Republicans was leaving the Republican Party and went to the Democrats. So they always switching within parties. That's one thing. They always switching within parties. So you get sometimes that muddled confusion stuff. So that's what's going on. Salute to you, Catherine. What up with your sis? Josh Winnicky, he say solidarity. That's what we wish we could have. But it's crazy because we separated by so many different things. Even if you talk about sports teams, like you're gonna see us rocking with the Lions, you're gonna see other people rocking with this. So solidarity, you almost gotta have that gamesmanship to be able to have
oh man,
solidarity. You got that respect factor for somebody else ideology being different. And a lot of times people don't have the respect for another person's ideology because they don't think like they think. And that's where the problem come in.
for sure. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Josh, man. Solidarity. Josh worked for the UAW. Um, man, and we had some conversations on Facebook, man, about this stuff. So, uh,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, good dude to follow if you're
Yeah.
out there.
Salute to you. Appreciate you checking us out. We talking sports, but we did, politics is like a sport. This is almost, what I mean? It can be a vicious sport, drama, all that kind of stuff in there. So we started off with talking a little bit of politics because that's what just ended. But we finna get into sports and talk, what I'm saying, as far as that. But anything else you want to say about that, Jeff?
Man, that not much really to say. I mean, we got the results now, and you know what I'm saying. I think both sides will say there's some work to be done. So it never stops. You just gotta
Yeah.
say if you won, you gonna feel like you need to take advantage of your win and get some stuff done. If you lost, you know what I'm saying, you got to regroup and and come back in 2 years, try to flip the house, flip the city. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just always some work to do.
Yeah, you got to regroup. And the whole thing should be the the growth of America. So hopefully, I mean, we've seen that plenty of times with other parties fight the other party after the election where you can't get nothing done. So hopefully that don't happen. Usually, I ain't gonna lie, it just seems like usually when the Republicans win, you don't hear much about the Democrats sabotaging or doing a lot. When you see a Democrat president, you gonna hear that ain't nothing getting passed because they ain't finna pass nothing for 'em. So, so the Democrats is kind of like gonna take their shot, and they, like you say, they gonna kind of they might just regroup and just, oh man, you know what I mean, and lick their wounds or whatever. Republicans never was licking their wounds when they lost. When Obama was there, it was a fight. Like even from the most deadly of fighters, they were still fighting and wouldn't didn't want to help. I'll say a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of things presidents were trying to get done as Democrats. It don't seem like the Republicans was trying to work with. So hopefully it don't go that route. And hopefully if the Republicans got some good things that the Democrats ride with it. So hopefully they can move on. And like you say, the most important things is your local elections because that's the thing that affect you immediately.
Yeah, definitely. And we had some major local elections here, man. That's what I focused on here. Uh, it's 9 city council seats. Six of them were up. You know what I'm saying? Like basically the whole council changed. You know what I'm saying? School board. County commissioners. Like shoot, the county clerk, the county prosecutor, like a few of the
Mm-hmm.
judges. Like a lot of that stuff. All of that stuff is more important to me.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree with you. So keep an eye on that, especially. And a lot of people gonna troll using Trump. They're gonna troll, and there's gonna be a lot of other stuff. So just try to do you and live your life. You know what I mean? Um, Let me see who said that. Josh Winnicky, salute to you. He said the ratchet effect with the RNC running to the right and the DNC holding tight. Oh yeah,
man,
yeah,
yeah, gonna be interesting. Gonna be real
yeah,
interesting. Man.
yeah. That's always been like that. If the history, because you can't be fooled if you let anybody talk to you. You know what I mean? Always know your history, a little bit about your history. I don't care if it's going back as far as you can. You know what I mean? With the Federalists, you know what I mean? If you go back that far, or the Dixiecrats, you know what I mean? Or even how far you go, they always switch within parties. So they always switch, and sometimes you can't tell who is who. So you always got to be. Somebody say, "Oh, my dad was my dad was a Republican." They say Martin Luther King was a Republican. Well, the Republicans back then wasn't the same. You know what I mean? So they getting back to it because it seems like they're getting more Democratic views. But I always said that he always ran as a Democrat a lot of times, and I always still figured like Trump really wanted to just blast the Democrats because they didn't want him to run for president as a Democrat. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So he took on the Republicans. And I think Trump he been a Democrat or a Republican. He been like three different things. So yeah, yeah.
Man.
So he a chameleon. He gonna go. He an entertainer first and foremost. I believe he gonna
Hmm.
entertain you. And he a businessman. Uh, some other people just like when we talking about Caitlin Clark. Some people is gonna take their own views and add it onto it. It might be some racist views, it might be some bigoted views, and they're gonna add it to it and they're gonna use Trump name with it. Whether you think it's Trump doing that or not, it's some people out there viciously doing stuff in the name of Trump, and it's not. You got to look at it like that ain't just because it ain't him, but he leave it out there, and he probably ain't gonna, how you say, discondone it or whatever, but he just gonna ride with it because it's as a businessman, you don't want to lose your money. If anybody know business, a lot of people gonna do business even if they don't like who doing what. They
Yep.
might not like what you're doing, but they know you. But they your money is talking to them.
Hmm.
So that's how Trump. He see it. He might don't, but he see money.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. He said we seen. Said we saw it last time, so we need to be ready for it this time. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, Josh. That's true indeed. So just keep prepared. Keep your eye. I always said it in this time, Trump winning, you just got to keep your eyes open. I mean, I'm in the South, so definitely. I had to run in a couple catches like they chest poked out a little more. You know what I mean? And it's like looked at me like I was inferior, even if I was managing. You know what I mean? It's like so you just gotta kind of look at them like, okay, you know what I mean? Go ahead, do what you do, feel what you feel, but you know how far to take that.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's a lot of chest poked out after that. So you just gotta watch that and just be like, man, just keep moving for your betterment and don't get into no bullshit. That's all I ask y'all. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody dictate or run y'all and change your lives because of their words. Because a lot of them cats, a lot of some vicious cats. I've been on Madden. I was telling bro that about playing Madden, and yeah, what guy was on there and Mike, and he was like, "Oh, this." I ain't gonna say this in loving game. He was just, and I'm like, wait a minute. He was just saying the word. I was like, wait a minute, bro. So, I wanted to whoop on his head on the game a little more. But but they was feeling he was feeling comfortable by saying it. I'm like, okay, so y'all tripping, okay. It's all good. You doing that on the man game. So but I seen what it is. That's what a lot of chest poked out on that racist stuff, but it's good people everywhere. You just gotta look at them racist cats, bigoted cats, or anybody and just say that don't affect everybody. Don't look at it as everybody. It's a lot of cats that ain't doing that type stuff or don't feel that way.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. So don't let one or two, couple of these cats, ruin your thoughts of any race, person, cat, dog, or animal, or human, or whatever, or alien, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's some crazy cats out here, regardless.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get off of that. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that commented on that. Shout out to you, Josh. Salute to you. We're gonna get into some lions, you know what I mean? Some lions, because that's what it is. That's what it's about right now. Them lions. We ain't been able to talk about it. It's crazy though, because while the Lions were struggling, we was talking all the time, but we ain't been able to been on why they been winning.
Right. The irony of that. Yeah.
You said what?
I said, yeah, the irony of that,
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, we here now, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. We on here. You know what I'm saying. We still got lives and we growing and man, we getting close to that 5-0. So we gotta make sure family and everything good. But we love dealing with the people, talking with the people, man. We appreciate y'all. So all our Lions fans, stand up. Y'all been out there doing y'all thing out there, going to show, going to the games and stuff. I know at the Green Bay game they was talking about how I think after the third quarter, a lot of Green Bay Packers fans was leaving, and you
Yep.
could see the blue, like the Lions fans start standing out real
Yeah,
strong.
no doubt. Man, my people's down in Houston because we playing Houston this week. Man, they say it's a flood of blue down there, like
Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah,
Like they everywhere down there already.
ready. Yeah, me and my wife was just talking about because we ain't that far away. We was like, dang, we should have, but we just didn't. It just didn't work out. But
Right, right.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of Lions fans. In Houston already, a lot of Saginaw people moved to Houston. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so and Houston been. I was trying to find this post because Houston been trolling. They
Word.
yeah, they on the Houston Texans page.
Yeah.
Um, they had put up there about that touchdown they had way back. Um, wait, here you go. I got it right here. I'm gonna play it right quick. Yeah, cause yeah, they been kind of trolling Detroit Lions. Watch that because once the game over, the Lions media always troll right back.
Right, right.
Yeah, but here go. This is what they say. We still see nothing wrong with this touchdown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they put that up yesterday. So it's a lot of people, a lot of Lions fans on there commenting too. So if you see that on Twitter and you're a Lions fan, go and let them know what's up. But yeah, they trying to rub that in about that touchdown back in the days. A lot of people was pissed about that. We always got the wrong end of the stick on ref calls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always like they created something against us.
Right, right.
Yeah. But
Man, well,
yeah,
we gonna see. We gonna see.
yeah, yeah. So if you go on X, you'll probably see that on there. Um, I think the Lions I seen it off a Lions post, so I don't know if a Lions one of the Lions Pride or the Lions somebody had retweeted it and said something, but there's a couple people at Lions that got a hold of it, so it's gonna be. You always don't want to give them what'd you say, locker room fuel,
You're right, right,
but I guess that they giving a little something.
right. I mean, good luck to them.
Yeah,
Don't want to poke the bear.
yeah, exactly, guys. Give us some more. We take some more.
Man,
Yeah. What you feel about the trade? You know what I mean? Um, recent trade. We didn't get to talk about that. Everybody we wanted Max. A lot of people wanted Max Crosby. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of was like that'll be hype. You know what I mean? Get Max Crosby. But I like Zadarius too. So what you feel about Zadarius trade?
I like it. Because I didn't want to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? As much as I wanted Max Crosby, I didn't want us to be, giving up firsts and seconds and you know what I'm saying, all that,
Yeah. Hmm.
a whole bunch of draft capital. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how we built this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't give up our
Built
picks
through
like
the
that.
draft.
Yeah. So, for them to, get it done with him and not give up much. And the funny thing is, they ain't even paying much either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
most of his salary already been paid for. So,
Exactly. Like 600,000 left
yeah, like,
out
can't
of
do no better
11.
than that.
Yeah, they paid 11 million already. That's crazy to hear though, but they paid him 11 million already.
Yeah.
So he only do like 600,000, so we don't have to take that hit. And then, it's almost like a straight up trade because I think we only gave up like a
Yeah.
fifth round pick, and we got a seventh round pick back.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So a fifth and a sixth, I think it was a fifth and a sixth for Zadarius, and a seventh rounder.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that works out well. I mean, and he a big guy, big, strong, set the edge type guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping Lions fans, keep they expectations in check and don't expect them to get a sack or two a game.
Man.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right. Man.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, I like it. It looked like it'd be a good addition. Look like we getting a little healthy, getting some couple folks back too. So,
mhm,
man, we just got to keep going, man. We just got to keep going. Um, really don't have I don't have no complaints, man. They just playing good ball. Um,
yeah, yeah. And we get JMO back this week too.
yep.
So that's good. And hopefully JMO can keep his head right. You know what I mean? And not say head right. I hate to say that because I don't think he done nothing much wrong or nothing. Uh, I think he just gotta just stay out of situations. You know what I mean? Uh, I know that big situation. He had the one thing happen and then not a gun charge or whatever. That illegal gun, but he just didn't have the CPL, the carrier, so the carry. So
Right. Right.
yeah, they kind of looking more to Detroit. How did what did they do more than JMO right now? It look like, but he just gotta get out of them situations. Like what I mean, just you know, that's all it is. Be professional. No more nightlight in the hood, street picks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you got to chill out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You out there on 6 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Chilling with the homies. Like, nah, man.
Yeah, yeah. We don't need that JMO. And if you're in the hood, like we would have been in the back in the days, would have taught him, bro, get on from over here. What is you doing?
Right.
I don't even understand that part of the game now. What the OGs don't do that. Young G's, whatever you call right now, however you say it. But if you're on the block, yeah, it's great to say, hey, yeah, let's take a pic. All right, now, JMO, get your ass up out of here.
Yeah.
get
Right.
get back over there, bro. They don't do that. Don't come over here. Uh, nah,
Yeah.
that Yeah,
Cats
I
too
ain't gonna,
cats too shiesty out here. Like,
bro. That should have been their best being. Like, I mean, still should be. You know, what I mean, regardless. Well, I came up when I was younger. The young OGs would protect me. Like, bro, get your ass back in school. Or nope, get on from over here. Oh,
mm,
time for you to go. It's nighttime, bro. So I'm finna go and you know what I mean.
yeah,
Growing up in Saginaw, yeah, you had to have some cats over there to be like, hey, no,
yeah, that was how it was. You know what I'm saying? I got ran off the playground plenty of times. Be out there
yeah,
hooping, and you know what I'm saying. And, you see OG them over there sitting over there. They drinking and doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? And about time. All right, y'all.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
All right,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
your limit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about the whole move finna change out here. Like,
yeah. We
gonna
don't
get
need
to the
that.
crib, man.
Yeah, for the betterment.
Mama gonna whoop your ass. You don't get home. Go home,
Man,
man.
for real, bro. Go home, bro, for the betterment of the Lions, bro. You know what I mean? The streets should be looking out. Like, hey, bro, nah, bro. Go on, J-Mo.
Hmm.
Retire first, then get on from over here right now. You active. Go
Right,
get active on the field. We need some touchdowns. That's how you help us.
right. Yeah, dog on 6 Mile at Coney Island. Like, man, go and get that food and go and get it.
Yeah.
You
Get
gotta
your
be
ass away.
hanging out here, eating a Coney dog, man. Nah, man.
Yeah, they don't need all that because and it'd be crazy in certain spots. Because I think there's another Denver player that got shot. I had read some stuff about them and football players a lot of times. Certain areas. You know what I mean? It'd be problems with football players as far as that. I know what his name. Well, Josh had got shot. They used to play with us.
Yeah. I mean,
Reynolds.
yeah, that's. I mean, you in the hood, like,
Yeah, he went to a strip. He was at a strip club late night. Yeah.
man. Nah, I'm going to the crib, man. Just going to the crib, cause
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I frequent the D quite a bit. You know what I'm saying. Uh, you know, I know the area. They said he's on 6 Mile. I'm like, oh nah. Like,
Bro, I already know.
6 miles, 7 miles. You know what I'm saying? Finkel and no, man. Like,
Yeah,
you
nah,
drive over
nah.
there in the daytime and be looking around.
Yeah.
So he out
Even
there
it.
and at midnight. It's like, come on, man. Like, come
Bro, I couldn't even believe that. Yeah, I went to Detroit once, and it was back when I was like 18, 19. It was like that time way back, man. They were doing drive. I was on a scooter, broad daylight. Like, hey, get on in. This broad daylight, bro. I said,
yeah,
yep, I'm over here.
yeah, man.
Yeah, time to go back to Lansing.
Mm-mm. Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah, be
drive through there
careful.
and you don't like, man. We ain't get no gas over here. What you talking about? Nah, we,
Man,
we barely stopping at this traffic light while you playing.
bro, real talk. But it's real. 'Cause I remember we went to Detroit for a show one time. Only a few of us we know about it. And plus we talk about it street stuff. But we went to a show that the promoter, back in the days, me and my crew, we went to the show. They invited us on 6 Mile. We went to the show. On the way to Detroit, we had to stop. You know what I'm saying, at the gas station to meet the promoter. So he was like, he called. He's like, "Oh, you at that guy? Hold on, I'll be right there. Don't get out your car." We looking, we when we heard that, we like, what are you trying to play us at? What the hell? So I remember my baby Poke went in the gas station. He went in to get something out of there. He came back. He said, "Bro, you gonna stay in the car?" He said, "Bro, you can see the eyes through the bushes, bro."
Hey, like fresh meat, fresh meat.
We were sitting there. There was like six of us. We sat there was like, "Oh, this motherfucker better hurry up and come on, man. We be bullshit." We toughen
Yeah,
them up. We ready, but we sitting there like, bro, we don't know. You almost just know something's gonna happen.
man. Hey, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it. Cat
Yeah,
walked by. A couple minutes later, he walked back by. Like, oh,
man.
oh, oh, no.
Yeah. This is crazy, bro. I got stranded in Detroit one time, catching a bus. My uncle had to come get me. And he said, "Don't move." He said, "Don't watch, keep your stuff. Do not move nowhere. I'll be right there. Don't go outside. Don't look around. Don't wander around."
Mm.
I listened. See, I went outside one time. I looked out. I looked around. I went back in, sat my ass down.
Yeah, man. I mean, I love Detroit, man, but certain areas they ain't for no
Ain't
games.
no fun, no games. Sit
So,
your ass down.
you better go back to the suburbs, bro. Go back to Southfield. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't
Livonia,
care how
Novi,
tough you
you
is.
know.
Yeah, I don't care how tough you is. But yeah, love
Mhm.
Detroit, man. I've been in there, had some good times out there. And like I said, we performed out there in the crowd, and the crowd was hype. A lot of people there. So, shout out to Detroit. You know what I mean? Everybody got spots, but it's the spots where I don't care how tough you at. You better chill out.
Yeah, that ain't what you want.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. And we don't need J-Mo to get into none of that. We don't need nobody to see him with certain people and they mad at them people. And you know how the game go. We don't need none of that type of stuff with J-Mo, man. I love the talent. I love what he do for the team. And I like that you're on my Madden roster right now. So chill out, bro.
for sure. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Shout
you know,
out. Anybody on Madden want to play me too? J Jack 7. Look it up. J Dash Jack 7. I got business to handle out too.
for sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hopefully we handle business this week. I know, Houston. They played all right. You know what I'm saying?
CJ
No,
Stroud.
yeah, Stroud the beast.
Yeah.
He ain't got. Nico Collins been out.
Yeah, you
Uh,
got Mixon still.
yeah, and so
Joe Mixon.
it's got to handle business, man, and hopefully we can knock it out.
Yeah.
We
Then they
get back.
got some good defensive ends too with Will Anderson and old boy from the Vikings. I forget his name, but I know at one point we were wanting to get him. I can't remember his name for the Minnesota Vikings, but they got two outstanding defense. So they got a pretty good solid squad. They've been struggling this year, not they just ain't doing like they was last year, but they still doing good. So Detroit can't sleep on them. We gotta play good.
Oh yeah. They you know what I'm saying. I like their defense, so they real physical, real fast. That's D'Amico Ryan's.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of defense he played with. He is in San Francisco, so you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying. They're gonna come after you. They're gonna try to punch you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? We're a physical team. We want to punch you in the mouth. So
Yeah,
one way or another, it's gonna go one way or another.
yeah. Somebody got to take that punch and stand up.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So it's gonna be a good game. Only problem we got right now is Taylor Decker gonna be out, which he was
Yeah,
struggling, but I'd rather still have Taylor Decker in there even when he's struggling. So uh, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm thinking they might move Penny Sewell to left tackle. That's the only thing I can see. Even though he ain't played as good at left tackle as he do right tackle now. He done got so used to right tackle, but that's the only thing I can see us doing.
yeah. You got to do something, man. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they do got them bookends. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't want nobody blowing up golf on the blind side. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, yeah,
we don't need that
exactly.
problem. So,
Hmm.
whether they move him over there or not, you know what I'm saying? But, you got to put a tight end or something over there too. Like we got
Yeah,
to
yeah,
protect his backside. I trust him to take care of the front side. He been seeing the field pretty good. So, if you
yeah.
need to get
Oh
rid
yeah,
of it, go ahead. But
yeah.
I don't want him to get blew up in the back.
Yeah, Jared Goff been playing at a historic rate. So he had a perfect game. He done went to a lot of first halves, couple of first halves. He done went perfect. So you give him a chance, and he's seeing the field well. Man, it's a golf that I apologize for messing with.
Right? Yeah. Y'all had to eat some crow on that one because I sure thought he was just kind of just a bridge quarterback. He was gonna be solid, and we was gonna bide our time and
Hmm.
figure out something else. But nah,
Hmm. Nah, he
he,
might be
he
here
he
to.
playing lights out.
Yeah, yeah, playing lights out, and I think I like the fact that we was able to make up for Josh Reynolds. You know, what I mean, Tim Patrick been doing pretty good, been solid at that spot whenever called upon. Allen Robinson starting to play good. He's starting to get more time too. So I didn't like when they waived Isaiah Williams. They just waived him, and I think who the Bills got him or Broncos. One of them just got him. But I liked it Isaiah Williams. But there's nothing too much you can do. It was a numbers game because you had Amon Ra, you had J-Mo, you got Khalif Raymond, you got Tim Patrick, you got Allen Robinson now. You know what I mean? So he wasn't gonna get too much time, growth. But I still think, you know what I mean, I didn't want to see him go to another team. I liked it, Isaiah Williams.
Yeah, yeah, same here. But that's the NFL, man. Like roster management is just you got to make some tough cuts. It ain't never no easy ones.
Yeah, and it's way more tougher now for it. So, which goes back to that what we talking about as far as drafting, which I didn't want to give up a two first like you said earlier. But then I was like, we get Max Crosby. I said, damn, that would have been tough because you look at our roster just for the just for the fact of looking at our roster, how many first rounders you gonna get that what starting position is open? You know what I mean?
hmm
Cornerback we solidify Branch and Kirby Joseph. You know what I mean? Our linebackers with Derek Burns and Malcolm Rodriguez and Campbell and Anzalone. You know what I mean? Our defensive line, if you keep Reader and Aline and Pascal and Hutch, and if you'd have had Max Crosby, you might have can go a year or two without a first round pick because who can you add that can help the team right away? That can help you right away compared to what Max could have did.
Right,
That
right,
was my only problem with that. Is like I didn't want to give up no two first, but they would have been late round first is what I'm thinking if we have deep playoff runs. So that was the only thing where if it would have happened, I wouldn't have been too mad. I didn't want to give up no first, but I wouldn't have been mad because thinking of it, you know, you know, what how many times are we gonna get a Terrion Arnold and Enos Rakestraw type of talent in the first late first?
right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been mad at it. I mean, I think with what they've done, I mean, we've we should give them the benefit of the doubt, whatever move they made, because
oh
all
yeah,
they've done is make good moves. So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree on that. A lot of Lions fans be kind of rushing, and getting mad. I know they got mad last year because we didn't have Montez Sweat and Chase Young and none of them cats. You know what I mean? But like I say, you got to afford them the patience because we ain't never seen this where the GM is actually making excellent moves.
hmm
So how we gonna tell him what to do?
right, right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So yeah, I can't be mad. Brad Holmes is a genius to me, and some guys, you make a good play, you make a good pick here, good pick there, and they do something here, and it look good probably for a year or two, and it's like boom, yeah, the curtain got pulled out. Like Brad Holmes, I can't see it. It's like since the first day, it's like even with Zadarius, you know what I mean. And you look at any moves he done made, it's like nah, this guy for real. You know what I mean?
hmm
You just look and be like, yeah, this is for real. Long as he there, you can expect this type of stuff.
right, right, no doubt. And uh, yeah, they just know how to manage a roster, man. Uh,
Hmm.
they ain't want to, they ain't want to get caught in no tough spot. You know what I'm saying? Especially salary wise too. Because
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what Max Crosby's salary is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Too much.
you're gonna take that on, like it's gonna blow up your cap.
Yeah, yeah.
So he probably like, let me look around. Let me, like he
Hmm.
may not be Crosby, but can we get B plus? Can we get that? You know what I'm saying for
Yeah.
a deal? We'll take that. We'll take
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. I like the whole move because Zadarius got a name for himself. For one thing, he a proven guy in the game. But main thing for me is that he a good edge setter. Our run game kind of struggled, defensive run game, where the teams was been running pretty good. I really didn't like the Packers running good on this. What's his name? Aaron Jones, or whatever
Yeah,
his name.
yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. You know what I mean? But and then it kind of really kind of struck me too when he ran that touchdown and Terry Arnold bit inside and he just bounced it out. and it was like we didn't the edge setter. You know what I mean? A lot of times you don't think about that as a defensive end or having a good edge setter. You just think about rushing the
Mm-hmm.
quarterback, getting the quarterback sacks. And no, a lot of the reasons why Hutchinson was so good at the game was not just because he gonna get sacks, but he was a good edge setter. He was a guy with a relentless motor where you ain't just finna run on his side and just go 20, 30 yards without him trying to get you.
Right, right. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you need somebody to blow it up at the point of attack, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and not do too much, but just blow it up, but still, keep that contained, and, let his linebacker do the work.
Exactly. And that's why I like Zadarius is because of that. Is a big guy, I think like 6'5", 6'6", 270 something.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gotta go get pushed around too easily. And he can set that edge where that running back know, oh shoot, I gotta cut it in. Then you cutting it in to DJ Reader and Aleem McNeil and the linebackers. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So you ain't just hitting the outside and getting to the cornerback. No, you going inside to the meat.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, so I like that. I like the move for that fact more than just rushing the quarterback. Of course, you want to rush the quarterback, but it's so many few times. Quarterback gonna throw probably 20, 30 times a game. He probably a defensive end is probably gonna affect that 5, 6 times maybe.
Right.
You get
Right.
4, 5 pressures on that, then you good. Most
Mm-hmm.
of the time, he ain't gonna affect the game like that. But you can affect it in so many different ways. So with rushing, so I liked that move. Uh, I think I think the biggest thing we got to deal with our offensive line for this game going against the Texans is Decker being out. To see, but we done played last year with Deck. I think Penny played 2 games or so playing at that left tackle. We might end up putting Colby Sorsdale or what's his name? The big guy. He used to always be the sixth man.
Uh,
I can't think of his name right now. I know in Dallas he became legend before for always reporting, but yeah, I can't think of his name right now. But
yeah.
one of them got to be the tackle, um, and hope we can do something protect Jared Goff's blind side, front side, head side because he need to have that time, and if he get that time, he gonna pick them apart.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Uh, yeah. Plus, you know, just don't want them to take no heavy hits. 'Cause that's what D'Amico Ryans want to do. Like you come from that 49er system where they want to, you
Put
know,
you out.
they want to, impose their will on you, like physically, like intimidate you, and what I'm saying, get them back there pump faking, and what I'm saying, thinking about the rush. You know what I'm saying, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them doing that.
Exactly. So it's gonna be a good game, I guess. You know what I mean, Lions fans out there. Um, hey, I want to say put your money on us. Put your money on. That's what I'm thinking about. I said, God, man, they've been winning. I couldn't put I ain't put nothing on them. Man. I'm messing up, bro.
Mm,
7-1. They shouldn't have lost to Tampa, but it is what it is. But as long as they keep growing, getting better and better and better, you know what I mean. They can get ready for that playoff run and be at their top peak. You know what I mean. So that's the main thing.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah. And we can talk about too. You know, I ain't forgot, bro. I just got me a fantasy win too. I played you last week, I think it was.
Man, talk about injuries, man. I, I, I had a decent team, man. Injuries be killing me. I'm starting to get my people back, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
had
have,
to
I'm
spring
gonna have to
that up
make a
on you.
playoff run or something. I got to make a run to get in the playoff.
Yeah, yeah. I had to say something about that. I couldn't leave it out.
Man, yeah, you got me. Shout out to Tremaine. I think Tremaine got me. I think Lavelle got me. Like, shit, I had lost like 3 in a row.
Damn.
Oh, then
Yeah,
the cooler
it
came back and helped me a little bit. I'm like, man, give me my people back. Nico Collins
yeah.
still out. I said, like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know you was hurting when Puka Nakua went out and then Nico went out. I know you was like, what the fuck?
Man, shoot, what's old boy for Kansas City that went out for the year? He was one of my main ones too. You know,
Pacheco?
No, the receiver. Shoot.
Oh yeah, okay, I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, he run for the year. Like them was my top three receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Damn.
no, shoot, and Justin Jefferson. So I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was set. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, we finna do something. Did some first couple weeks, and then they start getting hurt. Like bloop bloop bloop. Like, hey man, mess
Yeah.
me up,
You picked all the injury guys.
man. So
Yeah.
that's
I love that
football.
fantasy though. Yeah, the fantasy is a mug, though. You know, I looked at the points again. Everybody had their best games against me too. I was like, man, what's going on? I done gave up the most points in the whole league. Like, I think I'm at 1,300. Everybody else at 12 still.
Man, crazy thing is, man, I was early in the season, because CJ Stroud, my quarterback.
Yeah.
And Goff was sitting there. Like nobody had drafted him. He was just sitting there. Like I should do it. But I don't want to be a homer, you know what I'm saying? Should have did it. Should have did it.
My strategy kind of worked out. I know me and Sid, because Sid was trying to trade me for a while. We've been talking a lot of time. He's trying to trade me. He'd be off me because I had Lamar Jackson and I got Josh Allen. So my thing was to get to both of the top quarterbacks and try to ride them. And hopefully with one of them, somebody want to trade, but wasn't on trade coming. Josh Allen wasn't doing too good without a good wide receiver.
Yeah.
Until I think who was Amari Cooper got traded to him. I think it was.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, it was working out. Plus I had Kenneth Walker, who was underrated to me. I got all underrated running backs. And I figured this year would have a good chance. Kenneth Walker. I had I had Kenneth Walker first. And then I had grabbed David Montgomery. I knew he was a touchdown machine. And I had a one more runner. And Chuba Howard.
Okay.
No, Chuba Hubbard. Yeah, Chuba Hubbard. It's in Carolina. So
Yeah.
I'm watching Chuba. I figured he was underrated. And a lot of people wasn't going to touch him because Carolina had got Jonathan Brooks.
Right.
They had drafted Jonathan Brooks. So they figured, he wasn't going to be as much value. But I figured Chuba was going to do his thing. So I was sitting there good. I'm like, I got Lamar Jackson. I got Kenneth Walker. I got Chuba Hubbard, and I got David Montgomery. And then I'm looking, and Christian McCaffrey injured, so I hurry up and got Jordan. Jordan Mason, I think it is.
Yeah.
For the 49ers.
Yeah.
And he was going nuts for me for a while, like 25, 30, 35 points. So I'm sitting there like, cool. And then DeAndre Swift, somebody dropped him, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to grab him. So I had 5 running backs I figured was, like, excellent. And then what I see, I can't think his name. He got RBU.
Okay.
He made a trade. Oh, boy, somebody traded him, Derrick Henry. You seen that trade? He traded Derrick Henry and two more cats. I said, man, what the fuck is he doing?
Man.
What you trading to? Who traded Derrick Henry, bro? He traded Derrick Henry. I said, man, who is that? That must be a dummy account or something.
Man.
Gave him Derrick Henry. Man, he had like 3 or 4. He had 5 good running backs, all of them getting like 30 points. Now he's scoring like 880 points a game.
Man.
Yeah. I just beat him though. I didn't think I was gonna beat him, but I beat him with because he had Zay Flowers. No, I'm playing him right now. I'm playing him this week. Right now. I ain't beating him. I'm playing him this week. That's why I was thinking about him so much, RBU, because I'm playing him this week. I beat him the first week easily. But now, after he made that trade and got all them running backs and wide receivers, because he got Zay Flowers, Derrick Henry, and he got like what's the running back from the Rams? I can't think of his name though.
Yeah.
But he got a beast of a team. Now I was scared. I'm like I was mad at that trade. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Who traded Derrick Henry?
Man, it's crazy.
He traded Derrick Henry. He was start whooping on everybody. He was 7-2 now. I think he at the top of our standings. And I know Sid lost like 3 in a row because he couldn't lose for a while.
Yeah.
Cedric Brown, shout out Sid. But yeah, we got. I mean, it's been fun. I hadn't played fantasy in about 2-3 years, so I keep up with it. It's been fun to watch, and I'll be like, I keep you on everything. So we talk about the Lions a lot, but we know football, and fantasy is one reason too. You know what I mean? Because you watch fantasy, you better know about every team.
You got to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
In fantasy, it have you rooting for folks you don't normally root for.
bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I think I played who I played. I played somebody, but I put because I got what's my guy name? Jordan. Damn, what's his name for the Packers? I
Jordan
think
Love.
I no, not Jordan Love. Reed, the wide
Oh,
receiver.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had to sit him on the bench just hoping he wouldn't do nothing good. I didn't want to play him, bro. Because when they was playing the Lions, I didn't want to play no Packers.
Mm.
But I got him on my team because I felt he was gonna be an underrated, player.
Right,
But
right.
but yeah, I had him, DeAndre Swift too. I got him too. But when they play the Lions, I probably bench him. I'll be like, nah, bro. I'm not
Man.
even gonna hope for you to get me no points. I don't need your points.
Man, it's crazy how that worked, man. So crazy how that worked, man. You know,
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
your allegiances be all over the place,
yeah,
all over the
yeah.
place, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's all over the place. I think that's what helped me beat you because you almost beat me that game. I think we came down to the last two players.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had Lamar. I think it was Lamar in a wide. Oh yeah, I had DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. DeAndre Hopkins had that 2 touchdown game for Kansas City against Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday night. That's what got me the win.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, and then I had to. Damn, I ain't had a Jets defense. I had bought. I forgot. I forgot what defense I had, but they got me just enough points to win.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre, and the crazy thing about DeAndre Hopkins because I kept him even when he was with the Jets. I mean, when he was with who was he with the Jets, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I think it was the Jets. But I drafted him. I just held him. He wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't doing nothing. But when he got traded, I was like, oh yeah, this finally was to come in. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? Yeah, I said, okay, this was he gonna come into play, and it just so happened his best game came against you because he hadn't did nothing all year.
Man, that's crazy. How it
Yeah,
work.
but then
I'm
yeah,
I'm looking at my lineup now.
yeah.
They done announced my kicker out for this week. Like, God damn, man. Come on, man.
So you gotta try to find a kicker for
Man, I
tomorrow.
gotta go find a kicker and drop somebody.
Who you
Yeah.
play? Who you
uh,
play?
I got Lavelle this week. I got
Oh, you got
Lavelle.
Lavelle.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
both 4-5. I think we both was going through the same thing, going through these injuries.
yeah. Because
Uh,
Val was one. When I was in my winning streak, he had beat me pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I was like 4-1 or something. He whooped me, and then yeah, it kind of went downhill after I played Sid. I lost by a couple points, and I lost 3 straight after that. I think I'm sitting at like 5-4 or something, 4-4, 5-4, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, fighting for that fourth playoff spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it's coming down to. So
yeah, man.
down to, man.
Who is your kicker?
My kicker is I'll just be picking random kicker. Just Siebert, the Washington
Oh,
kicker.
Siebert.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, he out this week. How you get hurt as a kicker, man? Doing, man.
Non-contact injury.
Man, he is a point machine for me. You know, Washington kick a lot of field goals. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
That's how I try to beat teams. If I can beat a team with the kicker, the defensive special teams, and the flex, if I can beat those 3 spots, I should win. Because I look at my top 5 guys as being they got. I look at them as they gonna get theirs.
mm,
You know what I mean? But I gotta win that flex, and I gotta win that defense special teams. I think, oh boy, somebody scored 19 on the defense special teams. I already knew. I was like, man, I'm pissed. Cause my defense had like 6.
right, right, right.
Yeah, I already know that's bad.
Man, generally to be that way. I mean, unless it's just a game where somebody throw 3, 4 picks.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
get
Get you a
a
couple.
fumble recovery, you know, so all that stuff. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
I be needing them points. So on that defense, special teams, but it's hard right now because the Ravens I had at first, and I had the Browns, thinking the Browns was gonna do good like they did last year.
mm-hmm.
They didn't work out that way. I even got the Jets for a while. I think I still got the Jets. They ain't work out. I don't know what's going on with the Jets, man. They just feel like Aaron Rodgers is gonna win no matter what for some reason. So that even though they lose and they keep adding players like they finna go for a Super Bowl run.
Right,
They
man.
should be selling. They just traded for Devontae Adams. Like they finna go for a Super Bowl run, and no, they got a good team, but it just ain't working with them.
No, man. It you know they think they got Aaron Rodgers from 6, 7, 8 years ago. He ain't
That's
that
it.
like, and you know he's still a decent quarterback, but he
But
ain't that. You know he ain't
no,
discount double check no more. You know.
exactly. His game management is horrible right now. And it's crazy because they got Brees Hall. They got one of the top five running backs in the game right now. You know, what I mean, their offensive line pretty good. Devontae Adams. They got Garrett Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got some talent. You know, what I mean, I think tight end they got Checo or someone. I can't remember
Yeah,
his
yeah.
name, but yeah, Klecko or something like that. But they got a good offensive squad. And their defense was solid too. You know, with Sauce
Mm-hmm.
Gardner and them,
Right.
but it just ain't clicking because he ain't a good. I don't think when I watched the one or two games I watched, his game management ain't there. He think he's slinger. He think he's a slinger again.
Right. Yeah, and he be out there pouting and shit. Like, you know, he go to the sideline, take, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't
Fuck
no
it.
leader, you know.
Yeah,
He ain't no leader, man. Should they'll be better off if he retire.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
go draft somebody.
Yeah. Quit playing with their hopes. Go ahead and because that's all he is right now is hope for them.
Yeah. Well,
They see
that's
the
it.
name. Yeah, they see the name and the rings, and now they like, oh, let's bring in his old Packers players too. Let's reunite him with all his Packers players.
Man.
You know, it ain't
And
gonna
you
work.
only go to that so many times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It ain't working for him.
No.
Devontae Adams, he's a good player and stuff. Good. I'm glad to see him away from the Raiders, but yeah, I don't think he's saying Devontae Adams. He was pouting too much with the Raiders in the first place.
Right. Right. Yeah, I don't see it at all. Yeah, the AFC
Yeah,
just too loaded. So you know, they might, you know, if they get it together a little bit and sneak into the playoffs or something, still
yeah.
gonna lose. Like they ain't beating Baltimore, they ain't beating, Kansas City, Buffalo. You know, ain't
Nah,
happening.
nah,
Ain't
nah.
happening.
Ain't no chance. And if the Bengals stay hot, because Jamar Chase is a monster though, and if Burrow can get somebody else involved in the passing game, Bengals still there too. You know what I mean? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
they got a solid defense. So, like you said, that AFC is loaded. They ain't loaded like it used to be as far as loaded good teams, but they loaded as far as teams that's capable. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Yeah. So you mentioned and then you got the Baltimore Ravens, man. Lamar is just a monster, and you mixing them weapons in that he got now. He had this game where I think Zay Flowers didn't even have a great game. He had so many other receivers that I was happy. I ain't gonna lie, cause that's what it is. Is the guy I'm playing? I can't think his name. I I, I just know RBU, but
okay.
yeah, he got Zay Flowers and he had Derrick Henry. I was already pissed because they just had 50 points between them the last two games.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? They was already Derrick Henry had like 40 some points and Zay Flowers was getting like 20. I'm sitting there like, oh man. You know what I mean? But I had Lamar Jackson play. He scored like 38 points for me. And then
Yeah.
Zay Flowers only had like 6 or 7. And
Yeah.
Derrick
He
Henry, yeah,
wasn't
Derrick Henry,
yeah, he was Zay Flowers is almost like a decoy that game because he was
yeah,
throwing to
yeah.
he just kept throwing the Bateman like boop boop.
Yep. He was hitting Bateman. He was hitting Williams. he was hitting all his other targets then. So that I was happy. Fantasy make you like make you like you say root all kinds of different ways.
Man, it's crazy stuff, man. I be watching, man. Shit, but cats be in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? I got a running back going. I'm like, man, run the ball, run the ball. It's third and 9. Run that.
Hey, man, that's how I was feeling about David Montgomery. I had been so pissed. You know what I mean? I know when I was putting on Sports Talk, they probably just think I'm talking as a David Montgomery, just strategic. I'm talking like, no, I need these points, motherfucker.
You're right, right.
Give him the ball. Why is you not giving him the ball?
Mm.
And then when he fumbled against Minnesota, I was so pissed because I already knew it. I said he ain't getting the ball again. I already know it.
Mm.
He ain't get the ball the rest of the game. I already knew it. I was pissed.
Man.
They ain't giving the ball the rest of the game, and I said, man, I was so pissed. So yeah, I be watching that. It's crazy. That's how you watching it. Like, you watching it, but you watching the game. You like the game, but at the same time, you like, come on, man, I need these touchdowns.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just funny how that worked, man. Shoot, Musk can be on the 1 yard line. If I got a receiver out there, throw
the ball.
You know what I'm saying? Throw that ball, no jump ball or something, man. He out there.
Hey, that's how
man. Like he got 1-on-1. Throw that jump ball.
That's how I felt when last week when I played you. I was still down by I think it was like 5 points. I can't recall. But DeAndre Hopkins, he had 1 touchdown. I was like, man, he ain't finna give him the ball again. I can see it. It was like the third quarter, beginning of the third. And I'm sitting there like, man, they ain't passed. They won't even look his way. And they got all the way down to the 2 yard line. And then he finally threw a touchdown pass to Hopkins. I was happy to them motherfuckers. Hey, because I was pissed. I was pissed that whole half. Like, dog, he right there. He open. We right. I'm sitting there like, I'm finna lose. Jeff finna get me. I'm finna lose. And when he hit him on that 2 yard route, got in that second time, I was happy to him. I was like jumping around and shit. Felt like I won. I hate Kansas City. I'm like, damn.
Man.
I ain't want Kansas City to win.
Man. Shit, it ain't even about that.
No, it ain't even about it. Yeah, I got one of their players. I'm a Hopkins guy right now. Get him the ball.
Right.
Quit playing, Mahomes. You hear me, bro?
Man. Hey, that's fantasy.
I got a ball. Yeah. Yeah. So anybody out there, man, shout out to y'all if y'all playing in fantasy football, man. It's something different. I gotta go check my rosters for tomorrow. You know what I mean? Once 12 o'clock come, my break time come and stuff. Yeah, I'm checking. I want to see. You know what I mean? So shout out if y'all watching and playing in fantasy football. Like I said, give you different aspects and views on the whole game. You know what I mean? Right now, my aspect is McCaffrey finna come back, which means my running back I got Morgan Mason or whatever his name for the Niners is garbage now. He out of there. So that's how it kind of changes your views.
Yep.
Like, I loved him for a minute, and I can't stand the Niners either.
Right.
He was getting me 30, 40 points, so he was my guy.
Hey, gotta ride him when you can.
Yeah, shout out. I think that's Larry Miles. His original sports talk name, Miles.
What up,
He
fam?
say, yeah, what up with you, bro? He say Buckeyes, Steelers, and Cavs flat out. Why the Steelers came in? That's Ohio. Then you just jump up to Pittsburgh. I ain't gonna call you no bandwagoner, but I'm just looking at that. Why not the Cleveland Browns? They was garbage.
Yeah.
Get to talking that mess on there.
Got the Browns or the Bengals.
Yeah. Much love to you, my brother.
For sure.
Yeah. I know the Buckeyes, y'all play in a couple of weeks, don't y'all?
Yeah, a couple weeks out, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the band thing they did?
Yeah, I think I was on X and I saw there's a video of rivalry stuff, man. It's always gonna be that.
It's crazy though, because I think they was playing Purdue. I
Yep.
think it was Purdue. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they put that at the halftime
Yeah.
about the pooping on Michigan. Hey, it was creative though. I showed my wife. I said, "Look at this." You know, I was laughing like a motherfucker though,
Yeah.
just because it was Michigan. I don't care who it was. I don't care if it's Ohio State or Texas. I was like, "Look at them shitting on Michigan."
Man.
So yeah, it was funny to me. I looked and I said, "Oh," I said, "Watch this though. They gonna give him some motivation though." So you know, I don't know. Before we get off, you wanted to address that? 'Cause I guess y'all played Indiana today, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Honestly, played a little better than I thought. I think most people thought we was probably gonna lose by a few scores.
Oh yeah, they was
Uh,
balling though. They
so
whooped us like that.
yeah, Indiana been balling. But I thought we played okay. Quiet as kept. I know a lot of us complained about defensive coordinator, you know, but quiet as kept. He actually been doing better. And without the defense today, we wouldn't even been in the game. Um,
Mhm.
'Cause they did go up a couple scores. I think they went up like 17-3 or something like that. I think people was like, "Oh, here we go,"
Yeah.
and the defense kind of stood up for a minute, and then next thing you know, it's 17-9, and then then we hit a touchdown. It's 17-15. Like, okay, all right, here we at. We in the game,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
defense stood up. Like we got the ball back with like 5 minutes to go. To go down and take the lead, but that didn't work out. But it's
Mhm.
just kind of been the same story all year. Like it is for me. It is what it is. Like
Yeah.
I'll be going to my Michigan groups, man. It's like people be having the same complaints every week. Like these quarterbacks are terrible. I'm like, dude, he was on the team last week and the week before that. Like it is
Yeah.
what it is at this point. like,
Yeah.
like why
They
y'all
just
acting surprised every week? Like this don't make no
yeah.
sense. Like the same
They
roster.
going in group as their therapist. That's their
Like,
therapist. They just got to
they
get it
did
out.
NFL, man. They can't hit the waiver wire. Like it ain't.
Yeah.
That's who it's
You
gonna be
got to
this
deal
year.
with it. Yep.
Yeah,
You got to
that's
deal
who
with
it's
it.
gonna be. So you know what I'm saying. You deal with it, or you can also do like me. A lot of times I don't even be watching. You know what I'm saying? So like so,
Keep the
you
stress
know,
down.
yeah, just go do something else, man. Like we still got some decent fall weather, man. Go get the leaves up or something, man.
You
Like,
silly,
go do
yeah.
something else because they be going nuts, man. Like they be wanting everybody fired every week.
Uh-huh.
You gotta go. They gotta go. It's like they not going nowhere.
Yeah.
They not
Get
gonna
used
fire
to
them,
it.
in the season. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna happen. So you know what I'm
I could
saying?
I
Either
couldn't even I couldn't even be a Michigan fan like you, Jeff, and have to deal with Michigan fans because they is irritating. You you
straight
you
up
you somebody I
irritated.
can deal with, but I would not be able to deal with your fan base, especially while y'all losing.
Man, it's horrible, man. These cats like, they entitled as hell. Like so it's like I don't get it. And that's I try to stay out of them groups too.
Yeah,
I'm already
yeah,
ain't watching the game. I ain't finna come here with y'all either. So y'all
yeah.
lose y'all damn mind. Like
Go in there
it
and be depressed.
man, it'd be nuts. Like, you know, I don't it is what it is. That's how I feel. Like
Yeah,
I think the administration feel the same way. Like, you know, like we got the hand, we were dealt the hand that we were dealt. Like, people like, oh, they could have did this and that. Like, not really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Jim, but you know what I'm saying? He left too late. Like,
yeah.
it handicapped us. Like, who was he gonna hire at that moment? Like, he was
Yeah, I
going,
seen
he
that.
had to keep everybody pretty much. Like
Yeah, I
nobody,
seen that. They was talking about y'all. They should have did a real coaching search. Instead, they just picked the fall guy. So they creating all kinds of narratives.
yeah. And I mean, and I was one of them people. Like, I was always skeptical of the Sharon Moore hire. I felt like it should have been a national search too. But you know what I'm saying? Once they did it, it's like, okay, you hire him, like, at that moment, like we was a couple weeks out from spring ball, like literally. Like you ain't finna get no coach finna lead no other team. Like
Nah,
that ain't happening. Like not no assistants. Like assistants be locked, once they get locked in. Like we ain't
they
finna
locked
go.
in.
We ain't finna go pluck nobody. I mean, he got the one cat from Western, but that's
Hmm.
Western. It's right here in
He was looking to
Staples.
go up.
He ain't
Yeah.
really got to move. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, I'm
Mhm.
at Western, now I'm at Michigan. Like okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I can still keep my house in Kalamazoo. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got to move cross
Mhm.
country. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. I mean, we'll see. Uh, I think this off season, he'll have some decisions to make. Um, I don't, especially if you want, there's a big thing now is they've been chasing Bryce Underwood, like, you know, and they've been throwing NIL numbers out there. The most talking about they offering them $10 million and this and that.
Mhm.
Like I don't know how true that any of that stuff is, but
They got the bread. Uh-uh.
yeah, they got it. I just, shit. I mean, I imagine they offering them something. But
Yeah.
so that's the big thing now. But my thinking is, you know, you trying to get him. I'm pretty sure he's saying, man, I ain't gonna come play for that offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like you better do something with that. Like so, I imagine that's probably in the mix too. Like you know, because you know, Michigan already ain't a team that throw the ball a lot. So and
Mhm.
he a quarterback that like to throw the ball. So you're gonna have to appease him some type of way. Like he ain't finna come here and throw the ball 15 times. Like that ain't what he want to do. Like,
Exactly. I'm trying to see also who left that last comment, but I can't see who it was. What
uh,
a
let me- so I'm trying to look myself.
yeah. Shout out to Miles. Miles, I seen you say y'all been doing y'all stuff, both y'all. Gotta get y'all your P's.
Appreciate it.
Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. The other comment said they put a black coach in to appease certain people, but in the meanwhile pursue a coach while he takes the blame. Oldest trick in the book.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh,
can't. I don't know. I mean, that one is kind of crazy because we talking about Michigan.
yeah.
Michigan ain't Sharon probably I think is the first black coach, maybe second, but they ain't
Yeah.
like they done had a black coach like
Uh,
regularly. That ain't something they like to do.
right, right. No, that ain't just no. I think Harbaugh set it up that way. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? By
Harbaugh, cause
he
Sharon
left
was
at a
probably
certain
real
point
close with
where,
him.
yeah, he left at a certain point to where they damn near didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a bow
But
to Lloyd Carr type of thing where, what I'm saying? I retire at this point, like you ain't finna go out and search for a coach. If
yeah, but
I
they set that
wait,
up. That part
yeah.
that they set up. They didn't set it up as what he's saying though when they say putting the black coach in. But I think
Oh
they
no,
set
he
it
ain't
up
do
in that. Yeah, they set it up last year, with a year when Harbaugh was suspended and Sharon filled in and even cried and became a meme. You already knew he was going to be the next coach because they was already building him up in that brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Um,
was always Harbaugh guy.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
he never, he was always a guy. Like I think he let Mike Hart, do a game one time when he was suspended. I think Hart
mhm,
did a game and defensive coordinator did a game. And, what I'm saying, but it was, I think everybody already knew Sharon was a guy. He was kind of
yeah,
the coach in waiting. So,
yeah, yeah. I
uh,
just don't think they put him
no,
in, put a black coach in to please certain people. Because to me,
no.
Michigan Wolverines voting Trump. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they not gonna be like that. Ain't gonna appease them. That'll piss them off. Most of them, and it's pissing them off right now because he's losing, which made it even worse. And putting a black man in that position at that school where shit, they probably looking for his address.
yeah, yeah. It's just it's just one of them things, man. I think he's gonna be all right. I you know quietly he's recruiting very well. even in the midst of this season, he's recruiting very well. And I think if he can find a way, with the help of the boosters, if he can find a way to get Underwood, I think that'll back some folks off. Like, okay.
Well, I just want to make it understood. You know what I mean? I feel your struggle, but I ain't mad that Michigan's struggling. I just wanted to put that out there.
Oh, you ain't alone. You ain't alone. We hear about it all. This, shout out to the sports talk group. We hear about it all the
time. It's always a
ain't
better
nobody
group
letting up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't expect no different.
Feel better. The group
I
always
wouldn't.
feels better.
I wouldn't expect no different. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think of y'all quarterback that was back in the days. Fort, or the running back y'all had. There's a couple people. I forgot when Rich Rod was there.
Denard.
It was Forte or Fort.
Forcier, yeah.
Forcier. Take Forcier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good flashback of them days. I remember I was just your glory days. I was thinking about them.
Yeah, I try to forget them days. That was our Adidas days. Like that was like a double whammy. Like we ain't never no damn Adidas school. Like what the hell you doing, man? Like, what the hell you doing, man? Like, yeah, I try to forget. Them Bumblebee uniforms and all kind of man.
Yep. Them were good old days, bro. You bringing up,
man? I don't know about good. Them was the days when we started the group. That's when we started.
Yeah, them was, like I say, it was beautiful. It was battles. It was lovely.
Man,
I gave us a lot of ammo back then.
Hey, man. That's why I think it'd be funny when we talking about this. Oh, this is a Michigan group. I'm like, man, you know how we started this? Like we was a punchline for about 8-9 years.
Basketball and football.
Whole time. Like we couldn't catch a break.
Yeah, y'all was fighting for y'all lives back then. And we was pouncing.
Man, we couldn't catch a break. Like on nothing. We was pulling out hockey scores. Good hockey though.
Yeah.
Man, our softball team was dope.
They bring up all that. It's like, ice hockey, and then all of a sudden they put up floor hockey. Wait a minute, what?
You had to do something.
Had to find anything to stay the rep and a positive image. Yeah, it was a good time then.
Man, crazy.
Because it was like, and then you had Notre Dame, as the Notre Dame fans, so it was a three-way battle a lot of times, even before Ohio State started getting thick in there. You know what I mean? So it was a three-way battle, and with nobody winning but Notre Dame here and there when they had Mantateo. And then he gave us a punchline with his imaginary girlfriend, I think it was. So they didn't want to. So it became so many good punching lines because Michigan was losing, Michigan State was winning. And then I was battling Robert Billow every week, it seemed like every other day. Notre Dame, Michigan State. Yeah, so I remember at that time because Mimi's wasn't out as much then, but we was arguing on me and Billow was arguing like head up. He write paragraph, boom. I write a paragraph, boom. He write a paragraph, boom. I write a paragraph, boom. So then he write a paragraph. I'm like, man, forget this. I start throwing pictures up, boom. So he was like, I thought throwing up chicken pictures, the Notre Dame, and I would find pictures up and I would edit them. I throw them up there. He's like, I don't know how to do that yet. I don't even feel like battling you now because he couldn't just throw paragraphs at me. I was throwing pictures at him, and that's when it was starting to blow up when the memes and battling. Yeah. It was like we go word for word, woo, 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 woo. Then it was like, man, fuck, I'm throwing a picture, boom. And then it'd be like, I throw a video.
Yeah.
And it started going out of hand. Like, I ain't going 3 paragraphs with you back and forth again. We gonna do it like this.
Man, it's crazy. Man. I remember them days, man. Oh, the legend Everett Golson. He was gonna be the greatest. He was gonna be the greatest quarterback ever. Triple OG.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Crazy time.
Hey, some crazy time. But we gonna try to get on here too next week or so. Schedule permitting. You know what I mean? I'm getting back into the swing of things. I had to take me a Facebook break myself. Get my mind right on some things and stuff. But I got the new issue I'm finna get on, put on now in a couple weeks, about 2 weeks. I'm planning on the 20th. So I'm gonna get back into the swing of things, podcast, get back jumping on and stuff. So Thawed magazine, we're gonna kick it back up a gear, getting ready for next year. A lot of times right now, this time I'm getting ready for next year. So hopefully y'all getting ready for next year too. Bill taking into December into January with a good momentum. So don't go in with a backwards momentum. So salute to everybody that's watching, man. We appreciate y'all. We is gonna get ready to get up off of here. Jeff, you got anything you want to talk to him and say, speak on before we get on out?
Man, just appreciate everybody out there, man, checking us out. I know we've been on a little break. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. That's what it is. But, we back. So we'll see y'all next week. Shout out to my boy, Ricky Hope. I got you. I just seen your post, bro. I'm coming for you. Don't think you got it in. I'm coming. So if you watch it, you know.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And come on, everybody on my fantasy team, y'all got a ball out, man. So salute. Everybody in the fantasy league, salute to y'all. I can't mention everybody's name in there because I don't want to not remember somebody's name. I'm getting older, I'm getting up there, but yeah, we're gonna keep it as all of y'all.
For sure.
Salute, salute. All right, then, bro. Till next time, we're gonna be on here, kick it, go Lions, go Pistons. You know what I mean? Keep rocking out. Go Spartans. Jeff can say the go,
Go blue.
yeah, he can say that part. But yeah, salute to y'all. We appreciate y'all. Catch us next week, man. We out of here.